Hey, how's it going? John from Branson, Cerakote. We're going to do a project today with our carcass, which if you haven't watched any of our other videos, it's just the shell of an AR-15. There's no barrel, no guts, no trigger, no bolt carrier group, nothing like that. It's just the outside shell of an AR that we purchased here at the shop just for doing these videos. You know, if you're just getting into Cerakote or whatever, and you have access to an FFL or even bought an 80%, and never milled it out, you could build this for, like I said, less than $100. And it's basically just, you know, a buttstock group, upper, a lower, a hand guard, and then some pins and a trigger guard, or I'm sorry, a pistol grip. Really cheap, and it's really good to practice on something like this, just because it, you know, just allows you to do all these little nooks and crannies on, you know, an AR, which honestly in our shop is about probably 75 to 80% of our business. So, but anyway, we'll get into this project. Basically, the part that I skipped to get to this point, just to keep the video a little bit shorter, is complete disassembly, sanded it down, and then sprayed the upper and the buttstock in graphite black. There is some orange, a custom mix orange I sprayed here and there just to kind of dirty it up, and then the lower and the tube are flat dark earth. The reason why I did that, this is going to be kind of a Walking Dead, zombie, Mad Max kind of you know, gun when we get done with it. If you're watching this video, then the technique that we're R&Ding on this video worked. If it's not, then it's not online. So you know, if it didn't work. I've done some other work here and there with you know, art sponges. This is just a little piece of it. You get them at Walmart. They're really cheap. I think I paid like 75 cents for a sponge, and you only need a little piece of this. And what we're going to end up doing with this is just putting contrasting colors on here, and it sort of ends up looking like battle worn, but it's a little bit different. So it just gives you one more tool to use, you know, to do a different effect. So you're not going to use it to blot like you see in some of these you know, techniques where they use sponges. You're going to basically use it like almost like a paintbrush. So we'll go ahead and get going on that. I've got a little bit of flat dark earth mixed up, the hardener's in, and this little glass beaker, and you just want to get just a little bit on the end of the sponge. So because the upper is in black and the lower is already in flat dark earth, we're just going to take this and just brush it in kind of the you know, random pattern to just dirty this black up a little bit, make it look a lot rougher. So there's no real rhyme or reason to it. Start running low, just dab it in there a little more. You don't want a lot on there, or it's going to kind of give you too much of an effect. And like I said, you just kind of smear it around. And that is pretty much it for the flat dark earth. I'm going to turn the camera off while I mix up the next color, which is going to be probably satin aluminum, or I may have battleship gray, probably battleship gray. And what that gray is going to do is it's going to contrast with the flat dark earth on the black. And then we'll come back probably with some black and maybe some Texas tan, a darker brown, and do the exact same or the opposite effect on the flat dark earth. So bring this a little closer to the camera, and honestly it just looks almost like you just dragged it through the mud, but once it's baked, it's going to be a really cool effect. So I'll shut the camera off for just a couple minutes till I get this mixed up. We'll be right back. Alright, so we have our battleship gray mixed up, and we're going to do the same thing on the black, just kind of blotch it around and try to dirty it up a little bit. So there's color number 2. And our last color is going to be graphite black. So I'll cut the camera off again real quick, go mix that up, I'll be right back. All right, now we have our graphite black, so give this a shot. All right, well, I don't know how I feel about this, but I will pop it in the oven and see what we end up with. It looks almost more like a rat rod car than it does a zombie apocalypse rifle, but we'll pop it in there and see what we got. All right, well, I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but it is definitely different. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. The light's not that great in here. Facing the back of the booth, but we'll put some still photos. It's kind of cool, but it's, I don't know, it's just different. I thought about not putting this video up at all because anytime I'm kind of not crazy about something, I just delete it. But then I thought, what the heck, let's put it up, just see what you guys think. You know, give me some comments on, you know, what would you do different? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? You know, have you tried that technique with the sponge, and, you know, what did you do that worked and what didn't work? You know, if you try this technique after you watch the video, you know, comment, let me know what, you know, something you tried that worked or didn't work. You know, let's kind of throw this out to everybody and see, you know, if we can figure this technique out. It didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. I think that's kind of where I'm on the fence about whether I like this gun or not. And it doesn't really matter. It's going to be sanded down tomorrow and do something different with it. But I still get a little disappointed when something in my head doesn't quite turn out the way, you know, the end result doesn't turn out the way it did in my head. So, but anyway, just let me know what you guys think. I'd be really interested in hearing what everybody thinks about the way it turned out. And we'll get some real good still up close photos with some good sunlight outside. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Don't forget to go to our website for any of your stencil needs, bransonCerakote.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.